What's up guys, today we are going to be adding a BlackVue dash camera to this WRX STI. We'll go through the whole installation, we'll show you guys some tips and tricks on how to fit one of these cameras properly. The way we show you this will work on a lot of late model Subarus from 2012-ish upwards in terms of where the fuse box location is, and then pretty much everything else is across the board. Always do a dash camera this way to do it properly, which we will get into right now. Okay, once you've removed the contents of your box, you can decide what you're going to do with the instructions, so chuck them away. Rear camera cable kit you want. BlackVue comes with two harnesses, a parking mode harness, which is what we're going to use, and a cigarette lighter plug. If cigarette lighter plug we chucked away, we don't need it. We're going to use the parking mode system. The camera itself, we've already put the SD card in, the rear camera, and the SD card reader that's actually got to go in here. So customers got all of the contents that they need. Password for the camera is on the instructions. So the box now we can leave for the customer and put that away. So what we want to do now is look at where we're going to mount the camera. We've already spoken to the customer, but this section here you can pretty much put the camera, the front one, wherever you want. Just find the location that you like, keeping in mind that there is a wiper line on every car. So the wipers are going to reach a certain point, you know, where they're clean. You don't want the lens to be out of that wiper line, because when it's raining and when the car gets dirty, it's not going to see anything. It needs to be inside the wiper line. Okay, we've mounted the front camera. So it's right here. We spoke, like I said, we spoke to the customer about it. It's behind the mirror, I can't see it. Cabling is running alongside this panel here. Normally we try to get the cabling underneath any of these panels. It's not going to happen in this car. They're just so close to the windscreen, there's no gap to fit it unless you're going to drill a hole, which we don't want to do. So it's going to run alongside. We've put some nice fabric tape around it to keep it clean. Now we've got two cables here, so what you want to do now is map out where your cabling is going. The thicker cable, parking mode, is going to go driver's side because the fuse box is there, and the rear cable always run the opposite way. Okay, so we'll tape these cables up and then we'll get them run. But I'll also show you when you run your cabling, none of this tuck work. All right, plastic panel removal tools under the rubber, get behind the panel, pop it out, and they come apart pretty easily, so it's not a big deal, okay? And just like that. Now, there's a sensor here, that's on a little cable, so just be careful. It's actually quite annoying because there's no plug on it, so you're sort of stuck. So what we'll do is we'll actually we'll leave it halfway in. Okay, if you pop up the speaker grill with it, it's totally fine, don't worry about that. That's all good to go. Okay, so we'll run this cable over and then we'll get some tape on it. For the part that's running through the roof lining, fabric tape, very important. Okay, you don't want rattles. So this here is going to stop that. Quick one, guys, keep alcohol with you, isopropyl alcohol, and clean the areas that you mount the cameras. I forgot to say that before. So for this part here, that's the C-pillar. You can remove it all the way, or you can just peel it sort of out of the way. We've retained all of the clips, which is awesome. If you lose a clip, you will have to remove it, but it also goes around the seat belt here, so you just want to be careful. If you can get it all the way out, okay, like we can, get it out. If not, you can work around it. Now I've already run the snake, and I will show you that in a minute, but first we're going to find it. There it is. It's right where we want it. Look at that. So here, we're above the airbag, and I'll show you the front. At the front, we're above the airbag. We're not tucking underneath, okay, like this. That's dodgy, and it's under the airbag. You don't want it in the way. We want to go behind the airbag. So we've run this snake through to the back. We'll attach our cable with some tape, and then pull it through. So once you've got your cable through, you can remove the snake, and then you just need to keep the amount that you need. So pretty much that amount right there. And then the rest you can bundle it at the front of the car. Spend some time marking dead center. And now we're going to clean the area. Okay. Plug in our camera. and mount it. That's it. Now you can clean your markings off. Try not to use permanent marker. Okay, just use a whiteboard marker. Like
Did
that.
you? Oh,
no.
I was gonna say.
So dude, you got a red dot stuck on your windscreen. Beautiful. So we'll come back through here later to clean everything up legitimately, but for now, that is looking scented and beautiful. So we've started running our power cable over to here. All of this is all clean, so what I'll do is probably just clean this area because we're basically done here, and then we'll start on the driver's side. Okay, now we're at the fuse box section. We've done the ground. There's plenty of places to do your ground. There's heaps of bolts on the body of metal. That's all you need for ground. That's nice and easy. Then you've got two wires. Now they're labeled. Red is ACC and yellow is battery. So pretty self-explanatory. The yellow cable we're going to run to a constant power wire, so it's always got 12 volts, and this will have 12 volts on ignition, okay, on switched power. We cut those fuses off because we're using fuse taps in the original fuse box, and what we're actually going to do is go on some empty fuse slots, so we're not actually touching any other circuits in the car. It's the best way to do it, and I'll get it done, and then you guys can get a look at what it looks like on the inside. Once you got your test light out, ground it. There's plenty of places to ground it. I'm on a door bolt right now. Okay, there's a bolt in there. There's a bolt right there. You can ground on that. And I'll start testing. Fuse taps are done. Now when you have a look at these, which we'll get you a look at, you need to take note of the orientation. So you'll see that one goes down and one goes up from the side of the wire. That's important because you need to look at what is the supply side of the fuse and what is the output side, okay? Definitely get that right, because if you don't get that right, you're essentially not fused at all. Okay, and the last thing you want to do is walk outside at 3 o'clock in the morning and your $70,000 STI is on fire. That is the job completed, guys. I've just put the password in and downloaded the app. So as you can see there, that is what the front camera sees. I'll put my hand in front of the camera and there you go. So that's a live view. I'll show you the rear camera. Try to show you the rear camera. That's a rear camera there. So that's install said and done. I'm going to go through all of the settings, set parking mode up, set up the time and date, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. But as far as today goes, that is the job done. If you have any questions regarding the installation, drop a comment below. If you made it this far in the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to reach out to us, it's www.shoptfb.com. And thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.